hit it again. For the most part, for Slay the Spire, I think we're pretty much done with it for the most part, unless people show more support for it. Because we basically saw everything there was to the game. A lot of it beyond that is just run modifiers, essentially, to make your runs more difficult. And then, you know, go off of that. But as for, like, actual other stuff in the game, not all too much. So I was like, alright, let's go ahead and get a new one. Now, I remember when Code Vein came out, a lot of people had liked it. And the last thing I remember being told about it was that it was like Dark Souls, but it also has waifus in it. So I was like, okay, well, sold. And well, you know, here we are. If it's too loud or anything, or it's too bright, too dark, definitely make sure to let me know, because I was checking it a little bit earlier and I had to adjust some of the volume settings and whatnot. So we'll see if I did a good enough job or not. But for now, let's get it. I haven't played this before, so I have no idea what's going on. Subtitles are on and stuff.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Think back. Search your memory for an image of yourself.
Remember my name or remember appearance first? I remember my name, maybe. Change your code name? Well, that would make sense why it'd be called code name, but, can we use the same thing? I imagine we could probably use the same thing. I don't think it'll matter. I am a guy, turns out. Hey, how we looking here? Select the basic appearance from a number of presets to customize character in the advanced settings. Now we're talking. What do we got for the bases? What are we going off of here? My dude looking like he wants to be a Sephiroth right there, but alright. I should have made these sooner, but I didn't know if we were going to go right into the game or how much character customization was going into this, so I did notice there was a lot of, like, customization you could do, but are we gonna be edgy this time? I think we'll be edgy this time. I think that's fine. Advance say? Okay. See, when you get to this part, it's like, this is a little too much for me. I don't know, if anything outright stands out, then we'll change it. Other than that, I think we'll be okay. Accessories and whatnot? Advanced editing. Bruh, I'm not trying to do this right now, come on. Purifier mask? Oh yeah, we can work with a purifier mask. I don't know. I can see this one. What's our regular one look like? Alright, this one I can see is rocking. That one's like trying too hard. I think this one might be our best one. I suppose if I knew there was gonna be this much customization, I could have chat make it for me. If you guys have any suggestions to look here. Other than that, I think we'll just go. Yeah, you know what, that but then it reaches around the face. Although I guess it's going to anyways. The voice, sure. Hearing settings can be transferred during save files, only appearance is saved. Alright, fair enough. Alright, yeah. That'll work. That'll work.
Yeah, that's what you look like. Now, we can finally meet.
Can we now? I had to turn the volume down originally on my own headset, and now we're coming back to. Elden Ring 2 already? Man, that didn't take long. Rest at Mistle? Sure, why not? See what we got going on here. Level up, acquire, / inherent gift, storage, teleport, skip tutorial. No, I actually need it because I don't know anything. Was it? Immediate waifus, baby. Let's go.
We finally meet. Are you clear-headed? You will now be reborn as an immortal creature, a revenant. There are things you will need to know in your new life.
Your name is really not fitting for your look,
Each
but
revenant has a different power coursing through their veins, called a blood code. The best way to learn about it is to try it for yourself.
I agree. Open field menu. Revenants possess special powers known as blood codes. Depending on the specific blood code of Revenant, stats will differ. To view the stats, select the currently equipped blood code on the menu. Alright, this is going to take a minute to remember how all of this is going to go. Alright, fair enough. See my stats here. Blood code, we're fighter. We got... I mean, it seems like a ton of HP. But I am all strength and dexterity, and everything else could not possibly be less there. Alright, well... Our weapon, too, apparently has all of our damage. But it's also slow and apparently overweight immediately. That's a bit weird. Blood Veil, gift light, dark, drain attack. I'm gonna be real, I have no idea what half of these mean, but... Defense, those I can more or less understand. The differentiating between slash versus crush versus pierce really depends on the moves, so... But Fire, Ice, Lightning, I got you. Resistance. Venom. Inhibit? Inhibit and Leak, I have no idea. Venom, sure. Poison, Stun. Slow. I wonder what they mean by slow. If, like, they're gonna reduce my animation speed, or if it's just, like, movement speed in general. Dashing, switch weapon, parry. Oh, good, we can parry. Focus. Once it's full, your stamina replenished. Okay. Dodge, guard. Yeah, those are probably good things to know. L1 is guard? Bruh. Drain. Drain while attacking combo. Drain from behind. From behind is a back attack. Have the launch. Okay, so parries, we don't actually have to do anything. They automatically perform it. Unlike Dark Souls and stuff where we had to initiate it, which half the time it worked and half the time it didn't. So it'll feel good to actually get rewarded for the parries that I do. Assuming I get any. R2, select from up to 8 gifts. Each gift consumes a different amount of Ichor. Gain Ichor by attacking, guarding, and trading enemies. So basically from anything. Gotcha. Using items. Oh, we'll get there. A little slow, I know. I'm just trying to read up on everything here. Define requirements are not met. Effectiveness will drop significantly. Makes sense. Gifts can be equipped even if the requirements are not met, but they cannot be used. Why even equip them then? Stat scaling, the higher the degree, higher the scaling, makes sense. Affects physical attack and HP. Okay, so if we want higher HP later, we're gonna have to build in the strength. Physical attack and drain rating. Not sure how useful draining is going to be for us, but we'll see how that goes. So mind is essentially endurance, is what I'm getting from this. Affects stamina, drain speed, and light gifts. Willpower is elemental resistance and dark gifts. We'll figure those out as we get to them. Affects HP and physical damage reduction. So we have 2 different things feeding into our HP? Okay, that's gonna be That's gonna be something. Essentially, at least the way that I think that'll work is it's only gonna be half as effective going into one because it's gonna be set between those two. The short version is light gifts are buffs, debuffs, and dark gifts are offensive spells. Gotcha. Thank you. I know, I want to get into it already too, but I feel like I should at least have somewhat of an idea of what I'm getting into here. If you don't have enough stamina, your guard will be deflected, makes sense. Drain, total weight. Your mobility changes. Makes sense. Balance is for stagger. So I'm definitely going to want higher balance. Stagger is too strong in Dark Souls-like games. The ability just to not be knocked around is so strong. Indicates it can be quick, normal, or slow. And we'll change your dodge animation. I see. So it's essentially the equivalent fat rolling is what I get from that. If I'm in slow, and then normal would be like average weight in terms of Dark Souls terminology. And then, gotcha. Indicates attack power. Terrain attack power works for parries as well. Okay. Status effects. Venom. Okay, venom, poison. Stun. Getting hit will knock you out of it. Okay, so stun is like a baby stun then? Like you're not stunned for an expiration, it's just whenever you get hit immediately. Gotcha. Inhibit? That sounds like that could be horrible. Prevents me from using any gifts that consume Ichor. I guess you could get around that by having gifts that don't consume Ichor. I don't know how realistic that is, but slows all your movements, including attacking and dodging. Wow, okay, slow is nasty, huh? Blood the rod, slowly draining your Ichor. If you're a heavy Ichor user, that'd be a problem. Okay. Blood codes. Right. Equipping gifts. It seems like we might already have some available to us. Recovering Ichor with draining. Mastering gifts, medals, multiplayer. Man, unless chat wants to do some multiplayer, I don't really see us doing it. Check your blood code. Okay. Boost endurance for melee combat, raises abilities based on strength and dexterity. Fair enough.
That is a fighter blood code, which is excellent for combat. Each talent that a blood code bestows is known as a gift. The fighter blood code grants ever-increasing endurance. It seems you also have a gift that temporarily enhances your attack power. Try it out.
Try equipping adrenaline.
Very well. Give it a try.
Try using adrenaline. R2 square X. Okay. So we'd be X down. What? I forgot to hold R2 and then X. Or I need to get out of that.
Yes, that will do.
Okay, this is gonna get blue.
The effects of a gift will not work unless it is prepared in advance. I forgot something important. You will need special blood to activate gifts. This blood comes from revenants who have forgotten themselves and turned into monsters. The Lost. You can drain Ichor from the Lost by striking them with your weapon. Remember that. Those are the basics of a fighter's gifts. Use and learn each of them well.
Trigger gifts have been reset. Try defeating the Lost. Lock on, squares weak attack, triangle strong, such charge, dodge guard, switch weapons. The triple annihilator blood fight mode can be used with two-handed. Okay, so that's a strong attack. So that's my stamina bar down there. Gotcha. I'm too used to it being green from, you know, like Dark Souls and whatnot. I'm not really attempting to dodge anything of theirs. I'm just trying to figure out the attacks. That's not... I'm too used to pressing triangle now from Elden Ring.
Ordinarily, a revenant has only one blood code, but you are different. The blood
just
you once
built
held was
different,
broken
you say?
and has vanished. That has left you with infinite possibilities. You have the unique talent to change your blood code. Come, look deep within yourself.
Ranger, this code excels at providing support and defensive buffs with gifts. Alright. Let's see what's going on here. So we get quick. Our stats are generally better outside of our strength and whatnot. At least our scaling is better, but everything else is not looking that much better. Right.
That blood code is
And now that I'm
known
a
as
ranger, my sword is too heavy.
That weapon seems to be too heavy for you. Rangers are nimble and best at fighting with light weaponry. Try switching to a bayonet.
Don't mind if I do. A dexterity, you love to see it? I imagine it's from like maybe S to E, somewhere along those lines. Somewhere along those lines.
Yes, that's much better, isn't it? Oh, firing your bayonet requires Ichor as well. That and gifts means Ichor always seems scared. That is where the blood veil you have equipped comes in. Using your blood veil will let you quickly drain Ichor from the lost. In addition, this can increase the amount of Ichor you can
I think
hold.
it's S to D.
If you
Gotcha.
have a chance to drain Ichor from a foe, use it.
Should probably get out of that menu. Plenty of menus. Hold X to drain. R1X is a drain combo. Square behind enemies, back. I don't have stamina for this one. There's certainly, it's definitely going to take some getting used to, but we'll get there.
That sums up the Ranger blood code and draining.
Yeah, you're not really
Let us
looking
try
at me.
one
but
more blood code. Now, turn your gaze inward.
Caster specializes in powerful attack gifts that can be used from a distance. Alright. Generally about what you would expect. And switch me over to mage here. And now everything else is too heavy.
The caster blood code. Casters possess powers like magic from a fairy tale. With it, you can use gifts to fire projectiles of blood.
So it'd be arts and try.
You learn quickly. Bloodshot favors range over power. Let's see. Try learning another gift. You can learn gifts by touching missiles. Try it yourself.
Alright, so we'd come over here. Press triangle instead of press. I'm too used to Elden Ring now, man. Oh no, there's the E right there. No, you're quite alright. I honestly should have noticed that sooner. Shows how closely I'm looking at it, huh? Inherent gifts. Can be learned, shoots an intense flame, increases the effect of dark gifts. This seems to be the only one that will allow me to do so. You discover gifts latent potential. Once you become fully proficient with the gift, you'll unlock the ability to inherit it.
That wasn't hard, was it? Now, since
There's a lot of
why not
menus
try
in
it
this
out?
game just immediately looking at it. Like, it's probably not as bad as what it seems like outside of the tutorial, but like inside of it, like, man, there's a lot. RT Square is the...
Blazing Roar is a powerful gift that punishes foes. However, its cost in Ichor is high, so be careful that you use it at the right time.
Yeah, and has a
In
long
addition,
cooldown as
its
well.
power will change according to the blood veil you equip. Blood veils have different affinities for gifts. It can be complicated, but keep it in mind.
You're telling me. There's a lot to introduce, and tutorial doesn't even introduce everything. Great! So we're gonna have a lot of fun learning experiences. That's all good. I don't mind it. By increasing your proficiency with any gifts you're equipped, once you reach maximum, you master it, you'll be able to equip it even after changing blood codes. They do have stat requirements, even if you mastered, cannot be used if you don't meet their stat requirements. So you can essentially mix and match, is what you're saying.
Excellent work. It's all quite sudden, but you picked it up, right?
Well, it's a active learning experience. We'll figure it.
Limitless capabilities. Not only can you change blood codes, but you can acquire new ones as well. The strength of others can become your own. A talent that you
I like that
possess.
idea for the concept game. I'll
Since
take
you
it.
are the only one who can do this, your blood is the only teacher you have. Now, awaken and save the world.
Oh, it's always saving the world, isn't it? Haven't I done this enough? Nah, never enough. Introducing a parasite? Is this Resident Evil? What? No.
Welcome back.
A little too close for my liking, but you know, maybe like a
How are you
little.
feeling?
Back up just a little, if you would. I kind of just woke up. Come on now. What? Oh well, they're certainly. You know what? Never mind, Keith. But I should have stayed right there. You know, mistakes were made. It is. I already have the feeling I'm gonna get owned multiple times in the stream very easily. It's gonna take a bit. I've gotta like swap through multiples sets of stuff. I gotta switch through. I gotta remind myself that it's
Don't
not
worry.
Dark Souls
It's
1, 2, or
okay.
3 or
I
Bloodborne.
don't remember either.
Hey, you might need to like, I don't know,
Over there.
bandage up your other leg, I guess. I think. Well. Am I like halfway dead already? My dude's like already halfway hunched over. Yeah, I'm looking pretty out of it. This is, please don't tell me, this is my regular
It's
walk
dry,
speed.
isn't it?
What's dry? You mind explaining? Like, you're just kind
We
of
can
throwing
go
things
slowly.
out there.
I am here with you.
You say we could go slowly, yeah, you're like twice as fast as I am. I'm really just taking it slow.
Just a bit farther. We're all right. A spring will slake our thirst.
You probably could have put it a different way, but sure, yeah, okay.
I had been waiting for such.
Oh, I could have sat there and listened to the rest of her dialogue. Ah, well.
It seems everyone, everywhere, is thirsty.
You don't have to tell me, I
There's a
already know.
spring that will cure that thirst. One that weeps tears of blood. That's what they said, anyway.
Maybe a little more expression in your face. if
This
you
way.
would.
It's all right. It's all right.
I would rather you not. Like, what if you didn't, though? Not really much for the biting. How about no? Why'd it have to be me as well? Just like, oh, well, I'm not gonna bite myself. Guess I'll just bite this guy.
So, it is you.
It seems like you already knew that based on how you were referring to me, but yeah, it's me, all right. Whatever that means.
Here. This is for you.
I imagine that's probably along the line of blood vials, then? I love how many things here make more sense with context for the rest of the game. Well, I look forward to it. Because otherwise, like, I'm kind of just getting thrown in the deep end. Plenty of fine resting places, though. I'll give them that much.
And a fresh source of labor. We really hit the jackpot. Get up. It's time for a bit of fun.
On your feet. We're about to go hunt for blood beads. Hurry up and get ready.
You awake then? Whoa, keep it down. Your friend just fell asleep.
Keep it down. I literally just stood up, my guy. And he just said you fell asleep, so.
Let her sleep. She wore herself out watching over you.
She didn't do nothing. I walked. What? How? I walked on my own, and it's not even like she carried me or nothing.
So, what happened to your masks?
I honestly couldn't tell you.
Head back there and put on a purifier mask.
I'll consider it when I feel like
Are you going to kill me too? Anything for a kick, right? Just don't crush my heart.
Unless you want me
Stop
to.
already. My body may still be alive, but my soul died long ago. No one could stay sane after dying again and again and again and again.
That sounds pretty reasonable.
Don't take my memories, my family. I have nothing left.
Well, that's just all sorts of sad, isn't it?
There's no way we're gonna find blood beads. The missile's all dried up, and the miasma keeps getting thicker. Telling us to look for blood beads here is just crazy.
Well, I literally just made some with my blood. I don't know if they told you that, but, like, I imagine that's what just happened. So, like, maybe if you want to go back where you found me, that's probably a good spot to go.
The view never improves, does it? We came back home after the war against the Queen and found this mist. Getting close to it causes enough pain to drive you mad, so no one has ever crossed it. There's nowhere to go home to, even outside of this prison.
So I imagine the miasma is along the lines of the venom, based on that. Really did not need to come out. You know what? I'ma just leave you alone.
What the hell are you?
I'm gonna leave this guy to himself over there.
Wandering, they say, the folks up there. They might live in safety.
That
But
does
because of
seem
their
to be
levy,
the case.
we have to risk our necks to collect blood beads. Just you wait. One day, I'm gonna make thralls out of the whole lot.
Good luck to you. And I'll go ahead and pick up my mask, which I just made, right?
Check your gear and come up.
Alright, I'm coming. The miasma Hayden's blood loss. Breathing it without a mask caused revenants to come loss. Ah.
This one's dry. The miasma's pretty thick.
Got some armor on you.
Damn
my
it.
guy.
We're running out of time before the next collection. Everything's ready.
Right. I'm on my way. All dried up, just like the others.
Yeah, all dried up. So there's no sense in searching with the miasma like this. Let's...
Well, you probably asked for that one talking like that.
You know what these are, right?
Blood beads, right?
Yes, very good. Now I want you to search for blood beads in the tunnels ahead of here. You see, it's only a short time before the collectors come to take our levy. But once they do, I'm afraid we won't have any blood beads to give them. If we don't find some, Silva's hounds will strip the shirts right off our backs. Well, that's the long and short of it.
Why does it have to be us?
Don't ask me. The stupid levy system was Silva's idea. If you have a complaint, I suggest you take it up with him.
I imagine we'll be fighting this Silva
lot go
character
first.
later in
Get
the
to
game,
work.
based on that. So that'll be interesting.
Don't. There's a better time and place. For now, we just have to obey.
Next!
Whoa there. You wait here with us.
I'd prefer if you didn't take
You can
my
have this
walkthrough
one
away
back
from
when
me.
you return. In exchange for any blood beads you find, of course.
Alright, I guess
and I
can
hear
live
the
with
hunter
that.
has been showing up around here lately. So make sure you don't all get killed.
And no more information on the hunter. Just, oh, there's a hunter nearby. Have fun.
You heard him. Move it!
Ouch. Hey, you okay? It looks like we can't get back up from here. We'll have to look for another way back. Oh, I'm Oliver Collins, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Got it. Just got a crowbar on me? Alright.
Dang. If that ladder was down, we could get up.
When you rest, your HP and regeneration uses are restored along with your Ichor. However, your stock limit will return to normal if it's been increased by gifts. You can also acquire gifts containing
gonna
blood
find a
codes by
blood bead
selecting.
bonanza.
Honestly, beware that defeated enemies will revive after. Okay, so it's a bonfire. Gotcha. Ah, those are the only weapons you need right there. Switch partner? No, I'm good. I doubt we... No, we don't have anything. Inherit gifts? I don't know. Are we considered a fighter right now? Probably, right? Am I always two-handing? No, clearly I'm one-handing right here, right? I imagine you probably can't friendly fire this guy, so I also turned it around in attempt to make sure that
Dead lost. I've never seen one before. I say dead, but they're not really dead. It's just a dormant state before they turn into real monsters. Or so I've heard. Sometimes it takes years for
I mean, how could you not rock one?
So
How could
we
you
can
not
just leave
rock
them.
this? Am I right? Okay, so that definitely turned down my mobility.
The enemy?
Yeah. Well, that was probably free for a back-to-back, but no, that'd be too easy. Yeah, my stamina is non-existent, huh? Apparently somebody hit me pretty hard. That, or I used HP on one of my skills?
Have to
That's
use
probably
whatever
more
you
so.
can to survive.
Upgrading using regeneration, HP recovered through regeneration. Resting near it will regen stock. The number of regens, amount of HP recovered can be increased using an extension factor and regen activation factor. Be used as items while exploring. Okay. So essentially, blood vials, Estus flask, etc. R1. R1 that. With that. I guess we're supposed to be headed down.
Wait!
Alright. Alright, well, you know.
That was pretty scary, huh?
Yeah, you could have warned me, Oliver. You know, just maybe a wait before I run off the edge of the map. I think I got hit too. It seemed like I took too much damage for that to just be like a skill effect. I'll take that back attack. Or is that drain attack? A back drain attack? Well, I guess they're all drain attacks, right? That's not the right button to press. I imagine that if I died from a fall like that, I gotta imagine he's probably done with. Run was R1 and then hold. Yeah, that's gonna take some getting used to. I probably should have. Maybe I could have made it closer to a different setup, maybe. I don't run off the edge of the map again. I'm too good at running off the edge of the map. We've already accomplished it. A heavy axe, you say? Bloodstained snake, needle. That's not looking for. Can I use it? Can I use strength? This is B plus D. Sure, so this one's just worse? That doesn't seem right. The physical is better, but the scaling is worse. It's only slightly worse at that, though. I'm considered slow with this as well. This is probably has worse stat scaling, but the mobility is much better. Mobility is generally worth something.
Which way do you think is better?
These piece of gear, stat requirement. Yeah. Both the main weapon and a sub weapon can be equipped. You lose any hazy possession when you die, so it's like recovering souls. You die again, but okay. I'm starting to see some of the Dark Souls stuff. That felt a lot stronger than what we were just using, or maybe that was just a weak Revenant or Lost Revenant. They both end up being the same thing at the end of the day anyway. The Mastered Adrenaline, Triple Annihilator, and we got a health boost.
What's that doing here?
Focus state. As you get hit or dodge enemy attacks, once it's full, your stamina will be replenished. You enter focus state. You can part of stagger and can more easily stagger enemies. You also gain the ability to knock enemies into the air before draining attack. Enemies are also able to become focused. That's concerning. Is there like... There's no way for like stealth attacks, huh? Like I just gotta accept. I kept pressing R1 instead of... I'm too used to the old setups, man. I'll get used to it with time. Ow. I deserve that. There's two people here, you know. You don't have to only snipe me. My attacks are so slow. Can you not? It said you could have double-handed weapons. I'm surprised I can't, like, two hands for this. I'd probably make it a lot better. Mouse broadsword. And we'll roll with this for the time. Did I have opened the door back there? I should probably check that. I don't know when we'll end up coming back to this area, so I might as well check it. Even if it's locked, at least I'll have some idea.
Don't run around randomly.
A man really out here talking about don't run around randomly? Come on, man. That's the dead one that we just took care of. I imagine this will be locked or something. Doesn't open from the side. Yeah, that's about what I figured. We can heal, but there's like really no need. We still have reasons. I've not heard Oliver be that bossy before. Only with me, man. Only with.
Wait for me.
when you're going so slow in the game that you even trigger the AI to be like, just get out of here already?
You see that too?
Well, now that you mention it. Oliver, how are you gonna get beat up on by these guys? Come on. Good to see there's not friendly fire, otherwise I probably would have, like, destroyed Oliver by now.
Will that come in handy?
Queen Iron. I don't know, maybe that's for, like, synthesizing stuff or something along those lines. I didn't even notice the map in the top right corner there. Like, the entire time I was like, I was just like looking down at the ground like, okay, where do I need to go next? But yeah, this makes a lot more sense. I would have thought a map would have been helpful.
Yeah, I'm fine, really.
I like how
Wasn't very convincing,
Queen Metal
was
is
it?
made for upgrading weapons and blood
masks
vials.
are the
That's
old
about
type.
what I figured.
Hard to breathe in them. How are you doing? That girl, she's your friend, right? We
Oh
should
yeah,
find
yeah,
some
she's
blood
my
beads and
friend.
go
Yeah,
back with her quick.
don't ever talk to her, thanks. Isha noodles and whatnot. Okay. I gotta get used to how this weapon swings now because it looks like it only does twos. Your guy also doesn't like step up to enemies when he attacks either, huh? I mean, I guess he does a little bit, but not as much as what I'm expecting it to do.
Lost up above.
Queen Slayer Claw, that's for Blood Veil. What? Well, probably don't like need that at this point. We could probably just use a sword. Bayonet. The bayonet really does not have like that great of stats, so probably just leave that for the time being. R1 hold. There we go. I was like, there's got to be a better way of doing this. When you purify the miasma in the area, you'll be able to map your surroundings. You can purify it by activating a missile. Purify a rod missile. Defeat the lost and infected with a rod missile. Tutorials. We don't have this mapped, but that doesn't mean we can't not check it out.
This place is so cramped. You're at a disadvantage.
I was like so certain those were gonna hit earlier. I'm gonna just leave you. These are charging back. We'll see how that goes. 3? I was expecting 2 at most. I like this weapon's cleaves, but like it's anything but a cleave. This weapon is not exactly feeling it. It seems like I was maybe supposed to go this way.
Didn't they pass us earlier?
I imagine that
Are
dude
you okay? Did you get hurt?
is infected with blood loss or something along those lines, or blood loss, I should say.
That could have gone better. I'll catch up with you in a bit. Don't worry about me. I'll be all right. Go on. You just focus on finding some blood beads, all right? That girl is waiting for you.
If you say so, my guy, I guess I'll go ahead then. We're kind of like bossy the whole time, so like I'm not too sad about losing you. I also don't like really know you outside of you just existing, but you know, I guess I should protect you from this guy. I doubt he would actually interact with you. Oh, good. We're actually taught how to parry now. Should probably actually use it if I'm gonna. Let's attempt the parry here. Okay, my parry didn't go off the first time. Alright, we gotta get some parry training in here because clearly we're throwing. That. Nah, we didn't hit him, so that can't be a parry. I'll have to try it on some different guys. Because it's an auto attack once we actually get the parry, as it says. So instead of that way, we're gonna go this way. I can't rest at this mistle now? Oh no, it was a map, that's right. And now this should be back to the beginning of the area, in which case now I can rest at that mistle. I have barely any Dark Souls experience, but apparently the timing for the parry is odd by that series standards. It does feel odd. It just... parrying in Dark Souls was already a bit odd to begin with, especially with some of the attacks, mostly because, like, you know, a lot of the bosses and stuff in that game are large, so then the animations are weird. But then once you get to more, like, of the humanoid bosses, it's not too bad, but, like, after that. So levels are just purely everything, huh? You don't actually, you don't put into specific stats. So the stats that you get from your blood code are set. You can't actually upgrade those. Is that right? That seems to be the case, because the level seems to only be affecting, like, the normal stats you would expect it to, unlike in Dark Souls where you can, you know, like, build your character more so to your liking, where you could be, like, a strength boy and just hit, like, really hard, or you could be, like, a magic guy and just go, like, very hard in magic or something like that. This looks like it basically is. Gotcha. Acquire inherent gifts. I mean, we probably have everything we can use right now. Oh, I guess we could have used these. You don't have enough haze? I don't have enough haze anymore. I spent those on levels. Ah, well, it happens. Oh yeah, everybody just reset now because of that too. Oh no, I guess we'll have to do some more parrying. At least attempts at parries, that is. In this game, you change blood code and get float out to altered character art. Gotcha. Come on, let's get some parries out of the way. Yeah, the parry is very slow. Alright. Okay, so when I go blue like that, that's like focus mode. We're just doing parrying practice for a little bit, because I'm sure it's going to be helpful on, like, boss fights and actual enemies later or whatnot. You look like you could be a bit more of an issue. Unless I can just stagger you to death. Wow. Alright, some parrying practice. Let's get it. Alright, never mind. Okay. Was gonna attempt some parries on this guy, but clearly I need to do it on some of the smaller guys before I attempt this. Sounds like somebody's behind me that I should probably be worried about. Free weapon? Don't mind if I do. A dagger. You know, I should probably heal before I go mess with more of those guys, huh? I forgot drain already existed already. Like, I was like, oh yeah, I should probably, like, drain people, but I do need to get parrying practice in. I did use a decent amount of parrying in Dark Souls. Or at least, when I was fighting, Gwyn, I definitely used a lot of those. That's drain. My entire, like, mindset is for, like, Elden Ring right now because we had played it so long, so now I'm pressing, like, all the buttons that I would expect from Elden Ring when it's clearly not Elden Ring. So this goes until it's fully charged. Okay. I kept using it before, like, I could halfway press it and stuff like that in order to do, like, a less charge, but, like, still get it off quicker, but it looks like only if we're at full does it work out for us. So we can do that ups our damage. That looks like that'd be good if it was not somebody as big as you are. Alright, so now you're focused. I gotta get out of there. I was trying to do jump attacks like I was in Elden Ring or something. I was like, why can't I jump? And it's like, we don't have a jump from this game, it appears, so. It's all this mental rewiring I'm gonna have to do for this game, which is fine. I mean, we haven't even played it for an hour yet, so plenty of time to make it happen. So we could go back that where we fought the big guy. I mean, we're gonna generally explore like this area anyways, right? So it really doesn't matter which way we go, just as long as we're at it. Ah, well, if you're just gonna stand over here, that move's got a lot of nice range. The amount of stamina it takes, though, is pretty insane. These guys seem pretty susceptible to it, though. Like, they kind of just stand there or something. Then again, I'm sure they're the most, like, basic enemy in the game, right? Almost walked into that. Okay. I imagine that probably poisons me. Definitely am not looking to get hit by multiple of those. Is the volume too loud for you guys? Once I go into the fight, it might be a little too loud. Maybe I'll bring it down a little bit so that way it's just not as much of it. Like, when we're just walking around or whatever, it's not too bad. But, like, once it gets into the fight, like, it starts to go hard. And then it's like, wait a minute. Ah, well, if you're just gonna stand there, then... Hey, yeah, that's one way of doing it. You know what? I think I'll go this way. Maybe get a heal in as well. Well, I guess the cleaves are working out for us now. We'll take these guys out the way that we did. That was probably the right way to go, so that way we wouldn't have had to deal with the sniper up there. We could have taken him out and dodged all of these guys. But oh, well. Maybe I'll just vary volume's fine for you. Okay, cool. I always try and like keep an eye on it because I don't want people to, you know, whenever you just hear some high volume and stuff, people like to leave, which is fair enough. I mean, I don't want to blow anybody's ears out or nothing like that. This dude's got a lot of stagger resistance. We still have that sniper up there, unless he just, like, left. There's some rewards up there. I don't really see that being a huge issue, but... I keep thinking I could jump. I keep pressing jump as if I was playing Elden Ring, and I'm like, why aren't I jumping? And it's like, this is not the same game. It usually takes, like, a few streams before I can mentally rewire it. Okay, so this leads us back up to the same area. Got it. And then the X's are item drops? Items that exceed your inventory capacity since storage. Every time. Just run, man. Just run. This leads us back around to where we just were, and then just follow our way down there. Level up, yeah, we... Surrounding map, we take those. Maybe this. We have maybe like a halfway decent amount of haze. What more gifts could we get out of this? Temporary creates a barrier around you and your partner that boosts blood resistance. Reduces stamina spent while you're focused. That could be good. Although, how often are we really focused? It feels like we don't have enough stamina in general to make that work. We'll let that be. Go. Keep leveling me up. We probably need those. You look like you'll be fun to fight. so back this way, this guy. We can try this guy. I won't be surprised if I end up getting bodied by this guy, but we can absolutely try. Why do I forget that you can block in this game? I'm so used to already not blocking. That's gonna be terrible for later. You'd be surprised how often you end up focused, especially in boss fights. In boss fights, I can imagine it being focused. At the moment, like, we're getting focused, but, like, we just don't have, or at least I don't feel like we have the stamina to make it, like, really work out for us. Well, see ya. Got him. It's just that easy. I recommend talking to the stranger before fighting this boss, or that works too. Just let him fall off the edge of the map, right? It's just score one for us, huh? Talk to the stranger? Oh, they're probably like up ahead or something, huh? Are you alive? It kind of seems like you're alive, but it didn't put a marker on it. Hi.
Are you a fellow explorer? It appears you're alone. I'm on my own at the moment too, but I was hoping for a partner for the path ahead. What do you say? Would you mind working together? At least until we're through here? Don't worry, I'm not gonna stab you in the back. The miasma and the lost here are enough trouble as it is.
Alright, sure. At least you're not Oliver.
Thanks a lot. I'm glad to work with you.
You're not Oliver, so we take those.
Let's keep our eyes open, all right?
Whatever you say, my guy. Well, aren't you guys something? So we can go this way, or we can go... Is there fall damage in this game? I don't think they ever mentioned it, so I'm gonna assume no until I end up dying to it. Oh, the map even shows the people that I can see? Are you kidding me? Why do I keep feeling like I can crouch and stuff? And then I press the parry button. Oh, I'll get sniped from somewhere, Tom. My dude's kind of just owning everybody for me. I really don't have to do much. He's just gonna hard carry me, I guess. Yeah, I don't have range unless I switch my blood code for this guy, so unless he's got something, we're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. Oh, hello there. My stamina! Every time. Again, I can block. I don't have to take this to the face. There is fall damage in this game. Okay. Oh, good. I'm sure I'll die to it at some point.
It's quite valuable. Let's use it well.
So we could have came down this way. Okay, so we're still going the same way that we got it. It feels like it could be very easy to get turned around in this game. Right, now that's a different ladder than this ladder right here. Okay. Going solo is an option if you want the challenge. If this was like a second playthrough or something, I would consider it, but for the first playthrough, I think we'll let it go as is. May as well experience them, right?
We can go down from here.
Activate the blood spring. Ah, well, time to bite my arm again, or not. She bit my arm just to bite my arm the first time? You're telling me I could have just done this in the first one? Come on, man. Is the stream chat good where you're still using some blood, so and biting your arm? Okay. Did I remember the Steam or stream chat thing right there. It is covering the map a little bit. I'm not sure if people actually care or not. Some people might, but
Could that really
unless people will complain about it, I'll probably keep it as is. Your blood has special properties that can activate dried up blood spring. Once revived, it will start producing blood beads again. These blood beads have the same composition as human blood. Evidence have been using them in person. I know this map like back of my hand at this point, so don't worry about it. Okay, cool. Hey, you do sound like you're very experienced in the game, so I will take your word for it.
Hey, you. That's... forget it. We'll talk later.
Do we want to level it? I mean, gifts are like one-time buys, right? In which case, that might actually be better overall for us. Oh, this is active. Just like our adrenaline was inactive. Makes sense. Acre cost 4. Use blood resistance. Gotcha. Reduce the stamina spent while you're focused. That's probably worthwhile. You discovered it once you become fully improved. Yeah. Alright, so now we have to actually go back and equip it now. Please. It is now.
I should probably check my equipment too.
There we go. These are my passives. These are my quick slots. Some shortcuts. These do what exactly for me? Small amount of acre. Then those are regenerations. These are stamina. Medicine that permanently increases the number of times used. Yeah, I should probably throw that one on, huh? Press the wrong button. It is what it is. Alright. Use this one, so now we have permanent up on this? In which case we should have 4 going out of here now? Yeah. Alright, go ahead and remove that. We don't need that. Transports you to location near when you cooperate. Used to cause your body to disperse, not consumed upon use, but all cases will be lost. Okay, so that's essentially a way just to get sent back. Useful for grabbing foe's attention. Use a temporary marker. And then these are essentially consumables, so it's R.
It's strange to see a cave connected to a building.
You don't say.
What do we have here?
Queen Slayer blade, huh? That's probably what he's actually rocking right there, I would imagine. CC plus, but we're working with BE, then there's something to that. Every time I see one of those guys just chilling, I expect to get attacked. Ow. I'm never gonna remember guard is a thing in this game. Like, it's just, it feels, I don't know, it feels wrong. Like, because when you play, like, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, anything like that, like, your block is your shield, for the most part. I mean, you can block with your weapon, but it's not that great. So then, like, I don't know, it's something about not physically having a shield in my hand that makes me think that I can't guard in this game, even though clearly you can.
I wouldn't come back after falling down there.
I don't tend to block much. Anyway, you can do a tank build, but it tends to be slow and ponderous to play. I'd rather dodge it back instead. That makes sense, makes sense. I keep thinking I can sneak up on people too, and that's clearly not going to be a thing that happens.
This lake was formed from a hole created by a thorn of judgment.
A thorn of judgment, huh? Yeah, like I just don't like I'm already supposed to know what that's supposed to be. I wish I could reposition like my HP and stamina bar, because like having to look down at the bottom left of the screen feels wrong to me. Like I'm too used to Bloodborne, Elden Ring, and stuff like that where it's like top left. But if they're not visibly busy like the couple of guys you've seen eating, they'll probably notice you before reaching. Got it. So really not much of stealth outside of unless they're already specifically doing a certain action, like yeah, you suggested with like eating the others and whatnot.
Back on the surface again.
Running does cost
Good.
it.
That's light from the surface.
Once someone is lost, they can never come back. Cast aside their doubt.
Alright, well, we'll see how this goes.
Now, where to get started?
How about this?
Man, that is like really not. I really don't feel all that worth it to do that. Alright. I gotta get used to not having stamina like I did in the other games now. I gotta go back to remembering that I don't have any. I was expecting him to do more than that. I still want to try parries, but like I probably shouldn't try parries against a boss. Should probably learn that against the regular enemies before I attempt something like that and get absolutely owned for doing so. Yep, it's R2 for that. I pressed the parry. Obviously that didn't work. Ow.
Do you still have some
Everything
healing
hurts.
left?
I have some healing left. You seem to be a bit of a big guy now. Okay, that is not, you're not guaranteed to hit somebody with your drain attack, it appears. Alright.
Take a breath.
Well, that would be a nice attack to know what that had done before. Okay. So that's purely an AoE nuke on top of them. Got it.
Try to avoid any more damage.
Thanks for telling me to stop taking so much damage. It's not like I, you know, just like started the game. You know? Ow. Everything hurts. Everything hurts. We'll get him, but like... Hey, you know what? We didn't die. Did we get hard carried by the stranger guy? Oh, yeah. Did we get him first try, baby? Yeah, we did. So, you know what? I'll take it. Even if it was mostly the stranger.
She's all right.
It feels wrong not to be able to two-hand this weapon. It feels like I should have more range than what I
All
do.
revenants must pay a levy. There are no exceptions.
A vestige. Best to stay away from those stones. Anyone who touches them is defiled, transformed into the lost. Don't listen to their whispers.
Someone has to be sacrificed. Without blood beads, we won't make it.
Once she's settled down, let's get out of here.
Someone has to be sacrificed.
Oh, are they supposed to be giving me the opportunity to kill this guy? Is that what that's supposed to be?
I hear a voice.
You and me both.
I hear a
That's all you got to say to me? Ah, right. Okay, so the blue buff down there, it is actually active. It's just going down over time.
I'll keep watch. Go and see if she's all right.
I did. Are they gonna force me to kill this guy? They are, aren't they? It's required to progress the story. I figured that was like what I was leading up to. But...
Wait, what are you? Let go! It'll swallow you up!
It's all right. You can do it.
I'm getting very mixed messages here between her being like, yeah, this is fine. He's like, oh, this is not really fine.
What the hell?
Your guess is as good as mine, my guy. I have no idea. We're back in Evergaol? Man, it's been a minute since I've been there. I don't have a weapon or nothing either. I'm just... Oh no, we're back to slow walking. No, please, not again.
Let us keep them just this once. We won't make it if you take them.
All revenants must pay a levy of blood beads. There are no exceptions. Sorry.
Say Cerberus soldier?
Daddy! Mommy!
Alright, we can skip through that one. I don't really need to hear that.
Sacrificed. Without blood beads, we won't make it.
I'm forced to watch the entire thing? Alright, fair enough.
The few humans that remain are under Silver's control. Wandering revenants like us, forced to hunt for blood beads or face death. Even if some revenants must be sacrificed for our survival.
The good old dystopian future, I see.
Well, I guess you reap what you sow, right? Well, that's all right. What's important is that at least one of us makes it.
Slow walking intensifies.
This
Hey, how you doing?
is a memory echo. It's a place where lost recollections still wander. Come, let's move on. If you use that stairway, I believe it should take us back to the world outside this memory.
You believe? You don't even know?
This
Okay, you're not gonna say anything. Gotcha.
Is this the past of one of the lost? No. There's no way.
Okay, apparently they just only have that one dialogue line. I keep thinking they're gonna have more dialogue to them, and then they only have like one dialogue line. It's like, okay.
What the hell was that?
It was a memory, carved into that vestige by the one who left it behind.
I didn't expect that I'd get dragged into it too.
You and me both. I didn't even know where we were going with that.
We both melted into you.
I can't
That's
believe
concerning.
this. What a power. Come with me. I know a spot where we can rest. I'm Louis. I'm researching blood beads. Nice to meet you.
Louis? It literally says Lewis. What? What, the S is gonna be silent? Okay. Sure. Why not? Berserker Vestige Core features high strength and endurance. Its low acre stock on the can be offset with heavy armor. Slow acre stock. Why are you even picking up the dogs? What? Usually it doesn't, so they must be going crazy out there.
Ugly, isn't it?
I've seen worse.
The red mist showed up a short time after the Queen was defeated. And when it did, it trapped everyone and everything inside, giving birth to the Society of Revenants ruled by Silva. The Jail of the Mists. As time passed, that was the name people gave to the world inside. The creatures trapped inside the miasma wander in a never-ending cycle of death and rebirth, always searching for blood beads to sustain them. Revenants need to have blood. Without it, they turn into those creatures we call the Lost. The Revenants who captured you were desperately searching for blood, terrified of losing themselves. It's a common fate these days. But ripples are beginning to form. You cleared the miasma and revitalized the blood spring. Where did you learn to do that?
You think I know?
You've forgotten? Anything you do remember?
I'm just a guy. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Losing so much of your memory. I suppose it was the same for her. For now.
For now, you just gotta leave it at for now? Alright then. Home basics.
You're looking a bit tired. We can talk again later.
Have you seen my face? My dude is like tired 24/7. This is like the IRL face I got after going to work and then streaming and then moving. That is, it's very accurate for the time right now. Tuck the loose together more info. Exploration goal, nothing. Alright. Music, I imagine it's probably fine to play, but I would rather not have to cut out section. I'd rather not have to edit out things just because it got played.
It's warm here, isn't it? Everyone wants to know more about me, but I don't know the answer to any of their questions. All I can remember is that my name is Io, and that my place is by your side.
Alright, Io.
I have no idea what it means.
Neither do I. I'm sure I could put it to like Google or something like that if I want to. By my side or in those bandages.
I was wounded while I was searching for you. I am not a very capable fighter.
Clearly, you haven't joined me in any of those. Alright, well then.
I'm not sure. It was simply decided. One does what must be done. And for me, that is my mission. To stay at your side.
Alright, I could think of much worse traveling commands than you, milady, but let's go along and see what everybody else has got going on. Well, hello there.
You're an unfamiliar face. Has Louis stuck his head into another pot of trouble? Well, it's none of my business, really. Anyway, I'm Coco, a merchant by trade. Stop by if you need anything.
You're a merchant, you say? What?
Sorry, but I'm in the middle of taking inventory. Try me again later if you still need something.
You literally just said stop by anytime, and then immediately like, all right, let's do this, and then she's like, actually, never mind. Come on, man. Alright, being denied. I'm just gonna go over here, make myself a blood bleed drink after that. What? Oh yeah. Alright, the rejection's already real story.
All revenants carry some secret with them. Don't do anything funny. I'll be keeping an eye on you until this talk with Louis settles down.
You think I'm scared of you?
All revenants
Alright.
don't do...
Okay, so apparently just every NPC only has like one line in this game. Gotcha. It's not like that. Gotcha.
Nice to meet you. If Louis brought you here, there must be some reason, right? I'm Rin Murasame. I provide the back home support for all the explorers here. It's a pleasure. I've got my own reasons for why I can't go into combat with you, but I'll provide your weaponry and maintain it for you. Anyway, relax and make yourself at home.
Well, at least you're capable in other ways.
I'm really sorry. Right now I'm in the middle of it. I should be able to come and talk to me before...
Fine. We just won't check out anything farther than just knowing that it exists. Lord of Thunder, the map for the Eternal Abyss. A new area in the depths can be found in the room added to the hallway beyond the Rip Spire boss area. Right, I did get the DLC for this game because, like, when I originally got it off the PlayStation Store or whatever, it came along with it. So, I imagine this is probably all of these just saying it. Can be found in the room ads, the hallway beyond the Crypt Spire boss area. Probably about the same on this one as well. Oh, no, don't play those. I'm not getting DMCA'd, none of that for that. It shouldn't be a problem, but some people have problems with it and then I'm forced to deal with it.
There you are, the revenant that Louis sees so much potential in. I'm Davis. I go around for the provisional government as part of the investigation into the depths. Just as a warning, try not to stir up any trouble. If you do, I won't be able to do my job and, well, you get it, right?
I'm like really not concerned about it. You guys think you're threatening me, but I'm really just, I don't believe you. Anything else we got going? Begin training. Well, that's not what I meant to do, but here we are. So they're really only, you can't do weapon combo switches up. Like I can't go square, triangle, square or anything like that. It's either just light attacks or charge attack. That seems to be the thing. That feels weird. All right. Anybody else we can talk to, mention? May as well check it all out while we're here. Adjust appearance? Nah, I'm good. Season password is alternate Mia White. Talk to the figure in the underground storage that had the season pass. Accompany you as a partner. You can claim the season pass plug code from the underground storage. I don't know. There's some combo stuff, but yeah, there's no real fancy maneuvers. Okay, that was something I kept. That was something that was messing me up in the boss fight too, because I was trying to like switching combos. Like I was trying to be like square, square, triangle, square, triangle, triangle, stuff like that. So I was like, why? It just felt so not fluid because clearly, like you're saying, it's not no real fancy maneuvers like that. So that's what I was expecting, and then I got hit with the realistic expectation. But at least I know now that that's not how that works. So at least I learned that now more than anything. How about not zooming in on that, shall we? I'm sure there's... Come on, man. So down there, we can get some season pass bonus stuff, which I don't know if that's going to be, like, broken or anything for the point of the game that we're at. So I'm not sure if I necessarily want to use it, but I should probably pick it up at the very least. I mean, we got it, so... Talk? Is available to accompany you as a partner. Switch partner. Sure. Okay. As I recall, it's strong, but not completely busted. I imagine it's probably better than anything that I would have at the moment. Provides balance and stability in combat and features gifts useful during exploration. I mean, that sounds pretty good. I imagine alternate Mia is probably fine. Like, I don't imagine that's gonna change anything, since it's just alternate. I imagine it's probably along the lines of costumes more than anything. Go to the hot spring? I don't know. Am I gonna get banned if I go to the hot spring? The hot spring? Nah, they wouldn't. It's not a banned game anyway, so you know what? It's all good. We'll see how it goes. Hey, I mean, we gotta explore everything, right? Hey, there it is. We got mixed hot spring baths in here? Alright. Enter the hot spring? I don't know. I can already enter it without having to enter it. What? Okay. Yeah. I've already forgotten your name. That's my bad, really. I can't talk to anybody if I'm just chilling in here. Look at past memories. Sure, I doubt I really have any. Well, I guess. You know, no, I think I'm good. I think I'm a just chill. Well, hello there, but also, you know, I should probably go. Sure, I guess that was worthwhile. Alright, well. You don't want nothing to do with me. You don't want nothing to do with me. I guess we're just about done here checking this out. Go ahead and... Hot Spring is pre-watched. Cutscenes also covers half of your lost haze if you don't want to run back to it. There we go. That's worthwhile. So instead of, like, if you know that in order going back to that, you're gonna more than likely die for it, you could just go into the hot spring and accept that you're only gonna get half of it back instead of going back to or to attempt to retrieve it. And for like leveling up, our weapons are not scaling like at all. For 4 levels, we're almost doubling our levels and we're going up like 2 damage on everything. Man, I mean, our HP is getting up there. Our stamina does not go up like at all. Maybe 1 stamina is like a larger difference than I'm thinking it is, but it doesn't feel like it's that high. I should probably also be grabbing gifts by now, I would imagine. Sacrifice HP to heal your partner and temporarily boost your defense. Interesting. Restores your regeneration power when your partner reaches 0 HP and disperses. Or as a projectile of crackling lightning against your target. Temporarily lengthens the effects of gifts used by you and your partner. The base improvement for leveling up isn't a huge amount, but it's the scaling from the blood codes, blood veils, and weapons that make the biggest difference. Uh-huh. The main thing you get from leveling up is you become a little less squishy because your HP goes up a fair amount. That is something that I was noticing. Holy, why is this so expensive? Temporarily lengthens the gifts used by you. 6,400? I'm poor, man. I don't know what they expect me of that. Oh, yeah. Ah. I guess you get access to lightning magic through that, which is probably worth it. I think I could just talk to that guy now in order to progress the story here. It's like, it's autosave and whatnot, right? Yeah, because it's online, so. Is it that much? There's other gifts that require 36k. Ah, alright, well, I guess that's probably just farther ahead in the game than what we're actually experiencing. Well, I mean, maybe not. We probably used about that much through all of our level ups.
The ability to draw strength from experiencing memories, and the power to revitalize blood springs, both unprecedented. Sorry, but could I get a sample of your blood? We might understand more if we analyzed it. It won't be much, just a small vial, so you won't need to worry about bloodthirst. It'll take a while to get the results. Take it easy in the room back there while you wait.
Alright, I guess I'll just EO, if you want to come in here as well and be by my side, as you say, then, you know, by all means, go ahead and, you know, just, like, hop right on in. No? Alright, I'm gonna just chill out there. My guy knows what's up, he's just chill. My very dead eyes. Oh, boy. I do like that we actually switched up from the base character. Usually I just pick the base character. A little bit of customization is nice from here and there, but they went real hard on the customization. That would have been like something I would have had to do before the stream. Otherwise, like, yeesh. I imagine you don't have to lay down for a certain amount of time. It's just like activate the thing and then be able to go back to it.
I've done what I can to look into your talents, and I've confirmed something surprising. Revenants have blood types that differ from those of humans. These types greatly affect a Revenant's abilities. However, your blood has no specific type. Or maybe more accurately, your type is broken. Your abilities, and the fact that you have no specific type, might be due to your being what we call a void type. You were able to gain another Revenant's power through a vestige, right? That phenomenon is unique to void types. Supposing you are a void type, there's a test I'd like to perform. Don't worry, you'll get something out of it.
Yeah, help feel like I'm being a test subject out here.
If my theory is correct, it should act as a medium that will give my power to you. Well, here goes.
I mean, fine, I guess. Well balanced for combat, but fragile. It gives bolster dodging and parrying. Well, considering parrying doesn't seem like something that I'm necessarily gonna be doing, at least this stream. Maybe I'll play a little bit, like, off-stream or something like that and get better with the parrying. I don't know, parrying... I don't even know how good parrying is, because parrying was scaled off of something else, if I remember correctly, some other stat that we had.
Did you go visit Murasame and Coco? They should be ready to do business now. Weapons and blood veils are vital parts of a Revenant's kit when exploring. You should take another look at them. If you've got materials, upgrade and transform them. Once you've got that settled, talk to me again, and we'll continue where we left off.
Alright.
I've got just about anything you could want.
Oh, I believe you do, but
Even
let's
the
just
lost
stop,
are valuable
shall we?
customers if they bring the right coin. Let me know if you need anything.
Exchange? Give valuable? Why would I want to give? Silence value varies wildly depending on who holds it. It has curious power to strengthen the community, for some giving extraordinary value for reps. While some may be overwhelmed at the amount of words inside, but the clever turns of phrase and rhythm of the language used to draw readers. This is Waifu Simulator? Is that right? Is Waifu Simulator? A small flag, often seen in souvenir shops, as a unique design gives rise to a flood of thoughts. Passage of time is given the tool to dignify patina, still as functional as ever and would be prized by someone who does delicate work. High quality instant noodles served at expensive restaurants in the Far East before the Great Collapse. A single bite that opened your eyes to a new world of taste. Okay, so that is... I can only imagine that's you playing Waifu Simulator, so, you know, I'll leave that for the time being. Trading points needed. I have none. Trading points 10? Oh, come on, man. Highly valuable mineral made from a special ore mixed with blood. Asked to use this to transform a weapon or blood veil and imbue it with obstructive properties, creating equipment is specialized in slowing enemies that cost a decreased attack and gift properties. That sounds probably worth it overall. It sounds like slow is very strong in this game, at least by reading it. I guess I would have to see in action first before I could consider something like that. Gift Accelerator activates blood flow, temporarily reducing the time to use gifts. Interesting. Stamina booster, those would be nice too.
If you want it, I got it.
Small amount of ichor, not anti-venom. I probably should have a few of these. Wow, those are expensive. Wow, everything here is expensive. Okay. That or I just never got that much to get with, which is probably more so the thing. Can block the effect if used before being inflicted. So you have to preemptively use these? You can't use them as actual, like, antidotes to what you're being afflicted with beforehand? So you have to, like, go into a fight with these already applied in order for them to be useful? Am I reading into this wrong? It seems like I should be able to just press it and that stops what's happening, but the way they worded it here, it sounds like I need to have these applied before I even get hit by it in order to stop it from actually being applied. Glows dimly when the solution inside is mixed with Revenant's blood. Due to the bound in blood, it can always show its position to its owner from afar. This bound can be cut off by a will of its own, so that's just a marker. That's another marker. Temporary dispersal. So you can use this one, but so it's just a free homeward bonus. I do both, as I recall. There's also vaccine items, which have to be used preemptively. Okay. That's something I'll have to get used to, because like always in the Dark Souls series and stuff, right? Like you could use it before you were gonna get poisoned or something like that, and then it would take away the build up immediately, or if you're poisoned, it could instantly take it away. So I guess now we have to look at some items as being preemptive rather than reactive is probably. That's definitely something to get used to.
Good timing. I've got everything set up now. What do you need?
Let's just talk.
I know it's a bother, but I'll need you to bring the necessary materials if you want to upgrade a weapon. There's a shortage of pretty much everything these days. Still, we're better off than most people.
Alright, if you say so. At the Waifu Simulator, maybe another time. I'll never receive items. Do you have anything different? Daggers, praise. Imbue it with paralytic properties. Stunning enemies at the cost of decreased attack and gift properties. So these, they reduce my attack in gift properties, but I gain the, at least for this one, the ability to stun enemies. That might be worth it, because like if you lose the damage, right, but then if you're able to get an extra attack in or two at the cost of lost damage, then you'll probably end up doing more damage than what you lost. Although, for gift properties, that might hurt them more than it's worth it. I don't know, we'll have to see on that. Upgrade my equipment?
What do you want to upgrade?
I don't know. What do you got for me? Upgrade cost? I don't even know if I have enough frames. I know I clearly don't have enough haze, but... Upgrade Blood Veil?
Which Blood Veil do you want to upgrade?
I probably should have switched to some of these at some point rather than just going with the one they immediately gave me, huh? I imagine that's probably melee base, that's probably... Nah. You don't have any Pernia items? Okay. Transform equipment?
Which weapon do you want to transform?
Why would I want it? What's the point of transform? Oh, so we can apply... So we can apply the stuff to them? Okay, I thought they meant, like, actually transform the weapon. I was like, wait, I was like, wait a minute.
Which Blood Veil do you want to transform?
Transform this to give you different stats and stuff. Apparently this claw fortification is very nice from the looks of it. Outside of it nerfing my weight, everything else goes up. I doubt I can buy anything.
Something?
You want to sell me the weapons I already have? Come on, man. You do have different blood veils, though. Specialty dye that enhances all types of gifts. A stinger type blood veil with festive coloring. Celebrate the end of the year. Oh, these are probably the DLC stuff, I imagine, because they're like extremely cheap in terms of haze compared to this other stuff that are like 3,500. Extremely expensive for the time being, of course, but maybe we'll check this out. Although their scaling is like absolutely horrible on a lot of these D+, like, come on, man. Dexterity A on this one, though, but not much else going for it. None of these really seem that great. You can probably get those outside of these areas, I would have to imagine. Alright, I'm poor, let's go.
You remember that scene we witnessed at the Vestige? That kind of stuff happens every day here. Silva has taken most of the humans who survived under his protection, so revenants are left to rely on blood beads alone to slake their unending thirst. But, well, nothing in this world lasts forever. The springs started to dry up, and so blood beads grew rarer and rarer. And the order Silva created by levying and distributing blood beads won't last much longer either. The world needs more blood beads. Only then can we strive for fairness instead of petty favoritism. That's why we've been exploring the Jail of the Mists. We're doing research to learn all we can about blood beads. But the miasma has been a real problem. It makes our thirst even worse, so our progress has stalled. Now, though, we have a glimmer of hope. Your power can clear the miasma. If you could help us, well, you'd be drawn into a bitter conflict. Still, the truth is, we don't have a lot of hope without you.
Glad to see I'm getting just thrown into the deep end here. Nah, man, I think I'm good. I'm just gonna take my waifu and go. No? Alright then. Fine, fine. I guess that'd be too easy. I guess we
It's
can
a done
move on.
deal. Well then, from now on, you're one of us. Yakumo Shinonome. I'll be looking forward to seeing you in action.
I'm just like a guy, but sure.
Let's get right into it. Here's what's going on. We're studying blood beads and their springs. We want to know how and when blood springs appear, their cycles for producing beads, and the composition of the beads themselves.
Sounds logical. Don't know how realistic.
We've made a few discoveries. First of all, we found that there are tubes like capillaries running through the earth. We call them blood veins. And so far as
we're
we
gonna
can
do some
determine,
spelunking?
every single blood spring is located on top of one of these blood veins. Also, after comparing blood beads and blood veins, we now know that they are mostly comprised of the same substances.
Mostly? Care to talk about the
In
differences?
other words, we can safely assume that blood springs always form along blood veins. We think that means there must be a source somewhere. A kind of headwaters for the blood beads. Now that we have you around to clear the miasma, we can investigate the springs and follow the blood veins. And hopefully, find the source. Right?
We want to check out the old city ruins first. Sorry for the rush, but we should head out as soon as you're ready.
Well, I'm poor, so like, I'm as ready as you're ready. Unless you're looking to get me some funds here. Moving from mistle to mistle, you can now move from one to another as long as they're activated. No, that is not enough that have visited an area. It must be active or you cannot move to. Okay.
Is something up? We'll need to find 3 blood springs in our search for the source. Springs are always found in locations with missile. So, first we find missile, then expand our search radius from there.
Alright then. Invaluables? Nah, I'm good. You got something... Lewis' trusty sidearm. Its red blade is engraved with a spell-like gift, and when filled with ichor, can cut through the toughest defenses with a single stroke. It is received from the same revenant who gave Yakumo his own weapon and was built by dedicated hands with Lewis's technique in mind. 50 trading points. Well, not getting that anytime soon. Uses transform a weapon or blood veil and reduce its weight, but the cost of decreased base stats? You got me messed up, man. Decrease my base stats for a little bit of weight reduction? Nah, man, I'll just fat roll before that happens. There might be a reason where that becomes worthwhile. Alright, so he's not actually going to take me, which probably makes it... I skipped immediately through the partners. Alright, well, rip. I mean, we already have one, and it says switch partner, so I imagine we're okay. Teleport me? %. You look to see. Okay, so I guess we want to go to the outer crossroads then, because that seems to be like our farthest one in. By 100%, I gotta imagine that means that we're like actually good, that we got everything there, unless it just means we got 100% of the map completed and not actually all the items. Not necessarily sure how to take that one. Hey, m'lady, how you doing? Alright, we can work with this.
I'll handle the support.
Good, I'll need some support. Maybe we won't both have melee fighters on us now. My map? There we go.
We'll put that to good use.
Well, I'm not seeing any more of the map here, so this should be an area we have to go through.
You can't go ahead on your own.
Oh, watch me. We've been using this weapon for a little bit. Let's go ahead and just like switch to another one just so that way we use it. I mean, we just got this one. We gotta try it, right? Great
Checking
hammer
your
used by
equipment.
Oliver, who succumbed to thirst and joined the lost A-string. A-string. Our weight is so much over, so we're gonna be easily fat rolling. Oh yeah, that's some fat roll. It seems like I should be hitting pretty hard.
Map of the depths. You should show it to Davis.
Show up to Davis. Do we know Davis? Did I just completely forget that dude's name? Or is this the first time we're hearing of this guy?
I'll be right there.
Okay, if you say so. Well, here's one of the mistles we were looking for.
That's something.
Expectations exceeded.
Is it really good for us
That
ever to
settles
be
it.
taking off our purifier
You're
mask? I feel
absolutely
like
vital
probably
to our
not.
operation. There are more blood springs ahead, but the miasma is blocking the way forward. Do you think you could clear it for us again? Thank you.
I wish our guy
I know where
actually
two
had a
springs
voice
are, thanks to
actor.
past expeditions. Let's go have a look at them.
I know what it is. It's just
The territory up ahead is teeming with the lost. Watch yourself.
it seems wrong to have a voice actor for like every other character but your main character. Maybe that's just me. I mean, I guess you could be like, well, then you can make your own voice or whatever, but it's like, I don't know. There's nothing else over here. I have a marker over somewhere, all the way over there. Well, we originally went this way. It did say we had to get through like 3 of them or something, so I imagine we probably clear out this side and then we have to teleport back to where we were and then go do the other 2 is the way I think they would set this up, unless we're actually going through all. Okay, or maybe I'm just not going through this area then? Maybe I got to that area too soon and now they don't want me to go through there? Not necessarily sure how I'm supposed to be taking that. I know there's that blinking thing up there at the top of my map, but I don't necessarily know what that's supposed to be. Like if that's supposed to be like a partner being attacked or something along those lines. Although I don't think they have that in here, so. They really should give you like unlimited stamina if you're not like in a fight or whatever. You know, just for like exploring around and whatever. That way I don't have to sit here like every like 10 seconds or so and wait for my stamina to come back. Although I guess it did one. Maybe because this guy showed up? Is that what?
Oh, you're exploring this area too? I'm a merchant of sorts. I wander around selling valuables as I explore. The miasma has gotten pretty thin here lately, eh? I thought it might be dangerous, but it came all the same. I haven't seen a fellow explorer for a while, though. I think we were fated to meet. Take this map of the depths. I'll be around here for a while. If you want to buy anything, let me know.
Thanks.
As you travel around, you might find fragments of a past civilization, materials from the old world. I collect stuff like that. A lot of rare things turn up in the depths. Even in the depths nearby, the lost are too powerful, so I can't dig around. So if you're headed there, I'd like you to look around for any rare materials. Remember to look at the map I gave you if you need to double-check the location.
Thanks.
Greetings. I'd like you to dig up...
Yeah, we've heard this before. Acquire.
If you have any materials from the old world, I can give you valuables in exchange.
Amount needed, amount held. This tea produces a lovely salmon when dipped into the water of just right temperature. At a different herb spice provides new flavors to enjoy. Small flag. No one knows the name of the blooms that may spring from these seeds, but they certainly bring vibrant color plant bouquet. Music stored on a large disc, a format enjoyed by music lovers for generations because of its low, soft sound. Custom gun parts, items for modifying personal arms. Guns are able to accurately strike a revenant's heart, so many carry them for personal defense. A formula popular among members of the security enforcement unit Cerberus when dealing with revenants wielding custom blood veils. Mostly means quite a bit. These flakes of garlic coated in chocolate give off a scent that tickles the nose and were once popular for their addictive flavor. Chocolate garlic flakes. Really? I can't say I've ever had one of those before, but okay. A piece of candy shaped like a blood bead and to take your mind off your thirst is said to have a metallic taste to it. Well, that makes sense. So valuables, I ain't got nothing, as far as I'm aware. Probably should have seen what that said. Activating Mistle allows other revenants and human that entered areas that you've explored try to return to a place you visited, and you might just encounter someone new. Okay, so when it originally showed the blue over here, that was him coming into this area. Gotcha. Which way did we originally come? We came from this way, right? Because then we fought him this way, which would have spawned right there, so that way. Although we have the map for down there. Although we just got the map from that guy, so. Is there not a better way to look at the map? There we go. Well, if it's at 100% on, well, maybe I missed stuff from before then? I'm not entirely sure where I'm being expected to go.
Like this underground.
Because we hit that already. It seems like we're going backwards, so we'll go down the other ladder way first, and...
I'm on my way.
I feel like I should maybe have more medical extenders by now. I guess we haven't really done all too much in the fact that we only had beat that one boss. Oh, okay, that ladder... That ladder was never originally set up the first time. That makes more sense why that's the way that is. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Although this just puts us back at the very beginning. Maybe now I can go through that other area? Maybe it only threw up the fog wall on purpose, so that way, maybe it only set up the fog wall on purpose, so that way I'd be forced to go back to that thing. I feel like I should be using a great hammer from Dark Souls right now. Like, with how hard we're hitting these guys. Just straight up one-shot that guy. She's stronger than I am, man. I haven't tried a charge attack on this yet. It's still another sweep from the looks of it.
Careful. Those boxes might fall over.
You don't say.
What's that smell? It's making me sick.
Alright, Mia, I see you. Old materials. Right? Okay, we did need that for the merchant at least. So I guess maybe like some of the items in the area reset. Her magic seems to be doing pretty well here. I keep thinking enemies should be staggering, like. I mean, we're using like a great hammer, right? You think they would be like... You think they would stagger a little more than they do, but they don't. This is where we would have got the map before.
It's so humid in here.
What'd you expect? We're underground.
We'll be hard-pressed here.
I keep forgetting I have these lost shards. I could have used those to acquire some of the haze or whatever, but that probably wouldn't have been enough to make a difference, I don't think. For most of the items, anyways. Okay, so they have their own focus gauge up there that I'm just now noticing. I don't know what she hit that guy with, but it sent him flying.
We haven't been spotted yet.
Alright, well, we've been spotted now. Wow, wow. I should, you know, like, blocking's an option, and like, so is dodging. I should probably do that at some point. Old materials, at least we can give that to the merchant. Maybe I need something off of him.
I don't like tight spaces like this.
A little bit claustrophobic, are we? Oh good, I'm poisoned? I'm dying? Dead? I'm not dead? What's going on? I didn't get poisoned last time I came in here. Yeah, so I'm poisoned.
Are you okay? Remember that you're low on healing.
Thank you for telling me the...
We don't have to push on right now.
Can't do, like, plunging attacks or nothing either, can I? Oh no, there it goes. I feel like that's something they probably could have been shown to this tutorial. We already got everything we need from you, so we don't have to deal with you unless we want to. There we go. Now we're actually starting to get haze. We didn't go down this way the first time, did we?
I'm on my way. We have to fight all of them?
I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to, but I'll be. It's hard to, then. Every time I feel like I should be having more range than what I actually end up having. Well, good to see that they can hit me through the wall. Some things never change, do they? This guy doesn't notice we're deep. Apparently neither does me either. Alright, fair enough. That hurt a bit. I pressed like every wrong button still. Mia, you can't go out here dying either now. Every time I'm pressing the wrong button. You're the one with the range, Mia. I'm gonna need you to snipe the range, if anything. And pick whatever we got off of that guy. And then now we should just be back where we had originally started, right? So, just about, anyways.
Down for a while. Out of healing, huh? We can always turn around.
Or we could just heal right here.
Safe at all.
Why would you? We were just fighting enemies the entire time. Why would you feel safe?
Watch out!
Still can't get a parry to save my life, but that's alright.
It's ominous, but somehow beautiful. I'm alive.
This should be taking us just about back to where we originally were. So he said we need to find 3, but we only found the 1, but maybe now that we actually gone back and hit the merchant, maybe that was like a forced way for us to go back to him. Maybe we actually go back that way and they'll be free for us to actually move on ahead. Say presents down there or something? I think presents? I haven't received any presents. I think I got them all originally, so that...
Greetings. I'd like you to dig up some...
Oh.
Greetings. If you have any materials from the old world,
Well,
I
I've
can
got
give you
3.
valuables in exchange.
Is there anything I really want from these, though? I guess we'll grab, like, one of everything, maybe? Just so that way we have... Sure. Give me one of those, give me one of those, and...
Don't hesitate to come back.
Alright, so we went to you, we got some items for you. Let's see if we can go this way, because I'm pretty sure this is like the actual way we need to go. Even though it was originally blocked off to us through a fog wall, unless I was dumb and missed a interaction which would have allowed me to get through. I guess I could have just teleported over here from that other mistle, but then in case we forgot anything before then? Now this area is clear. Okay, so I guess we were just forced to go back to that guy. Maybe it's like another part of the tutorials or whatever. Let's hit him. Code unknown. We'd probably get like a trophy or something if we learn everything in one of these areas. It's an act we would have to do though. A boost blood resistance, I don't really know. I mean, we have enough, so why not, right? So then we actually need to whip everything we just got now. There's so many menus. There's so many menus. It says, communal gift with blues increase attack and alters your evasive movements that cost damage reduction. Currently paired with blues, but I'm not, so I can't use that. Let's go ahead and put that there. I guess I can have it as, but then I'm gonna have, that's gonna clutter things. Queen's or claw, okay, so that's what we're using right now. Give me this.
We'll put that to good use.
Communal gifts are gifts that require the cooperation of partner in exchange for the great power they grant. They exact a price from their users when active and consume large amounts of ichor. The price and effects vary by partner. Alright then. So if I was actually with Lewis here, which I probably would have been had I not grabbed the alternate Mio there, then that'd probably be something useful.
This place is huge. Hard to believe there's nobody left.
You're not wrong, Mia. You're not wrong. Go ahead and give me some more Queen Iron. Eventually we'll need to upgrade our weapons and whatnot, I'm sure. Well, what do we have here?
Is that really?
Prometheus Prestige A. So I guess whenever I hear the voices, I should actually go to them. Just gonna have to filter out the own voices in my head. What? Anything else? I definitely would have missed that had I not gone back for it.
The path is opened up.
Path is open up? Ah, man. We already went that way. Come on, me. Alright, well, this would be interesting. What we got going on here? That dude got absolutely destroyed.
Listen carefully.
Somebody's trying to... Oh, okay. I mean, just snipe them all before you even get a chance, why don't you? Ow. That was fair. They definitely seem to be weaker than magic in the fact that, like, she's kind of destroying them. And, like, it's taking me way more hits than her. That's fine, though. It actually feels good to have, like, a competent AI partner for once. Since usually in other games, when, like, they give you the AI partners, they won't do anything, or they'll be, like, very weak and, like, generally contribute nothing to you. But this one, it feels like they're actually kind of strong. Maybe they fall off later in the game, but right now, they feel
All
good.
of this will be gone someday, too.
I wish we didn't have to pick up loot all the time. I wish it was kind of like auto grab, auto obtain. Oops, somebody else is over here. You're not dead? How are you not dead? Mismove that. My stamina. Oh, we're both focused. I keep wanting to do jumping attacks now, but there's no jump. Mastered the gift Blood Guard. I don't think I ever used it, but I'll take the fact that I already mastered it.
That looks like the parking garage. There are lots of enemies across there. Take care.
Great. Yeah, I've noticed that there might just be a few over there. Just a few. Nothing we can't handle. That focus mode seems to be pretty good. Like, it gives, like, a lot of stagger resistance, it looks like.
These vehicles are in the way.
You're telling me, I don't think you can just knock them out of the way for us.
I don't like all these blind spots.
You and me both. Well, you got staggered, don't you? Oh, here's my back attack. Oh, you didn't die? Man, it doesn't matter. Are you gonna live through a back attack? Come on, man. I can't jump, but there's no way this. Okay, there we go. I was like, there's got to be more to it than that.
Threatened by a little boy.
Oh, we got a cutscene going on. It shows we got extra people with me, yet I guess we only ever get the one partner.
Hey, what is it? You okay? Yo, Louis. You smell that?
Yeah. Human blood. An escapee?
Now, where did she run off to? Huh? Hey, chumps! What the hell are you doing here?
None of your business.
Oh, really? Then tell me this. Why would scum like you have the sweet stink of a human on ya? The girl belongs to us. Put your paws on our property and your ash. That clear?
My man really gonna walk up to all three of us like we wouldn't just smash him right there?
Fresh blood is some powerful stuff. You hanging in there? So, what's the plan now? We know it's just a matter of time until they find that missing human.
You know the plan.
Hell yeah. Let's hope she hasn't been devoured by horrors yet.
Make sure I grab this so that way I can actually get back to it later. May as well just like inherit every gift at this point. Reduce stamina consumption from guarding while focused. And that's a passive as well, so eventually I can inherit that, and then I'll be able to use it on anything. Temporarily applies venom to my weapon. Learn whether or not they're uncollected items within a certain range. Interesting. These could be good. I mean, we have it, so why not get them all, right? Increases the drain rating of attacks. Increases the effects of dart gives while you focus. This could just be like a waste of resources grabbing all of these, but I mean, at least we'll have access to everything at some point. This one is the Berserker. Dash forward to make powerful overhead attack. Increases balance. Just having extra balance at all points in time, that would be nice. Temporarily reduces damage taken by weaving a barrier into blood. Interesting. We got enough for one more. Temporarily increases resistance to being stagged. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that worth. Makes it easier to stagger enemies with you. Berserker seems like the way to go over here. It seems like it has a lot of good gifts that I could eventually learn. I think I should also be changing my fighting class because I think we've mastered everything on it, in which case we should switch to other stuff here. Polearm, one-handed sword, bayonet. I think the bayonet was like the main thing for that one, right? Alright, let's use the bayonet now, shall we? We already hit the missile.
You can't go ahead on your own. The heart of the city.
Watch me.
Now totally abandoned. There.
I definitely like this dodge. I know where those guys ended up coming from, but it looks like me just taking care of business over here. I hit for like nothing with this in comparison. I should probably equip more of these, huh? Assuming I can actually use them here. Learn whether or not collected items defeat the enemy, so I just have to kill things in order to get these up. Temporarily apply poison? Now that could be worth something right there, especially on bosses that could potentially be weak to it. Yeah, I had a feeling that all of you guys weren't just laying down shielding.
Hey, you've got sharp eyes.
Ow. Ow. Yeah, so we feel so much squishier. That's not surprising, but like, feel like so squishy. Alright, so I got it. Now I've got venom on my blade. See how much this actually does for us. Ow. Definitely gotta get used to not being able to just like tank it with the rest of them.
You have to use every tool you have, right?
That's one parade I don't want to join.
I don't know if we have much of an option here, especially when you end up go finding things by yourself.
It's an intersection. Which way should we go?
Every way. Every way until we find out what we need. Throwing knives out? You didn't stagger from that. I'm just trying to get out of here. He keeps trying to throw me back into this. I don't want none of this. Oh, triangle is the use of my gun. Oh, okay. Well, I would have been using that then instead of slashing people. Actually use my range advantage on our ranged build. That would have made sense. The set of blows use to lure out the lost. There's a high likelihood you'll become surrounded, but special rewards are prepared for those who can survive the onslaught and defeat every last one. Great!
That's a marvelous
Excels in ranged combat. Features gifts that support ranged attacks with the bayonet. Well, that'd be convenient timing. One of the lost has invaded in search of blood. Not exactly. You got the right idea, except I'm stuck on the wall there. I'm pressing every single wrong button.
I'm sorry I couldn't do anything. Surrounded.
I'm stuck on the wall. I wish I was able to control where I went when I attempted the dodge better. Maybe that's just me throwing. I don't know. Is that really not in range to hit this guy? Oh, I don't have any more Vigor. That's alright. This one uses Vigor. I'll have HP for this, man. I don't know. Had we gotten into this beforehand, I'm not just letting Mia handle him, honestly, because, like, I have 50 HP, so I think any hit, I'm just dead here. Not the way I want to play it, but, I mean, when you got 50 HP, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? We good? Apparently not. She is indeed still killing things. Going this way? I need to get my consumables or something here. There we go. Now we got a little bit more healing. Now I can help you out a little bit more, I guess. Yeah, I need drain. Is that the thing? Mia is just gonna take everyone out. I'll have a ichor, babe. I gotta get a better idea on that range. I gotta get used to Ichor being a thing. When we were just like a regular fighter or whatever, I didn't have to worry about it. How much does a regular shot use? I guess it only takes one.
Take
so
your
that's
pick. I'll follow.
I should probably be putting consumables into my actual area here. This is for acres. Should probably have some of that. Those are markers. Temporarily increase stun resistance. Meh. The rest of that's probably okay. At least for now. I had a feeling. Go ahead and get some of my Ichor back before this man can do anything. I pressed the dodge the other. Oh no, this is gonna be Dark Souls level of dodging nonsense, isn't it? Oh boy. Where I press the dodge one way and then it's like, actually, because you're locked on, you should be going this way. And it's like, I'd rather not. And they're like, I'm not giving you that option. It's like, okay. I would think we'd be getting close to a missile soon, but this thing really just have like no rage. They call this a rage class, but like it really does not feel like I have any. There's gotta be better weight. There's gotta be better drain skills than this. I know I don't have enough range for that. Okay, that did not stagger this man at all. I was expecting a stagger. Turns out it did not stagger. One HP, baby. Alright, well, we definitely been needed the heal. I fully expect somebody to come alive for us to fight somebody in this spot. One of you are getting up, aren't you? I really just have nothing. I really cannot afford to be here. The class change right in the in the middle of learning the other one was probably not like the best of plays.
Don't push me or anything.
I can't teleport to something straight up. I have to go back to it, don't I? Man, that's so far back, though. Although, I guess if we're not getting invaded this time, I imagine there's not always an invade right there, so if we're not going to get invaded, this should go better. Just go ahead and take me back to a Mistful, because, like,
It's an intersection.
there's gotta be a closer one, because otherwise the other one's, like, all the way back here. But just to make sure that we live, we'll go ahead and do it.
I'm on my way.
We'll have to fight some of those enemies over again, but that's okay, because we have a better idea of what we're actually doing with the bayonet now.
So our exploration is going okay?
And now we can actually get some more of these gifts out of the way. Max out proficiency. You want to use haze and the required materials to unlock the ability that inherit it? No. Not that. Anyways. This dude's got a lot of stuff going for him. I don't know. I think we'll just leave those for the time being. Alright, so now we gotta realize that that we're ranged right now. So let's not do that. Let's not get ourselves killed yet again, shall we? I clearly have auto-target locked onto that guy. Okay, so the gun doesn't always necessarily aim at who you're shooting at, is what it's trying to tell me. I keep pressing the attack as if I was in Dark Souls, and this isn't Dark Souls. It's Code Vein. Press the right buttons. Come on, man.
How about retreating and trying again later?
I was in the middle of attacking you. Come on, man.
Well, that's that.
We know one of you got up. I think it's you. I definitely wouldn't want to attack him while he's getting up. Who wants first strike? Bitch, come on. Definitely need like an upgrade over this bayonet because whatever she's used has got like double the range that I have.
We'll put that to good use. Now that's what I call power. A line of the lost. We can't just wander up to them.
You're not wrong. I'd rather not. If I pick this up, are we gonna get invaded again? We've already done this one Trial of Blood. Is there a reason to do the Trial of Blood more than once? Like, I would imagine that we would just get one, like, real use out of it. There's gotta be better great attacks. The one that we have it does not feel very good. That didn't hit him? Oh. We also drain, like, nothing from these guys. Regen extension factor, let's go. We take those, give me that. Absolutely use that. I can hear that stone that's, like, supposed to talk to you or whatever from, like, all the way over here. I don't even have that much range. Oh my, how is this a ranged class? It barely has more range than my melee. I knew somebody else had to be chilling around here. Something like that. Somebody around the corner, maybe? Somebody's gonna be around the corner. Give me whatever this is. We did master some more skills, so we should probably switch those out for ones we haven't mastered yet. Assuming we haven't had any that isn't mastered. Beyond Spoil Spotter. Everything else is mastered though, so I should be... Well, I guess we already have those switched out, huh? Stamina boost. Give me my HP boost back. Why did that disappear? Guard stability, focus stamina usage? Absolutely. So we can go down that way. Definitely looks like there's some enemies down there. We can also go back the way we were originally. You think this ladder will hold? And that's a good question now, isn't it? Seems like we should be able to drop down and get that, although... Then we're forced to go down that way first if we end up doing that, so I guess we'll climb down first.
Take care, and watch where you put your feet. It looks like that pit is our only choice.
Yeah, it does. Great. Well, I mean, we can go that other way, but we may as well go this way now, considering that's going to end up being a ladder, or an elevator, more than likely.
On your own.
In which case, we need to find an area where we could drop down without dying. And this...
We'll put that to good use.
Blood Barrier Tonic. I don't have a jump, is like the thing, so I don't know how I'm really going to be able to go about this.
Can we really climb down here?
Yeah, you tell me. You tell me. Because I have no idea. I'm gonna trust that you know where you're going.
I'll be right there.
Oops. That would be so much easier to do if I had the ability to jump, but clearly that's not happening.
Maybe we should try rethinking things.
The lock-on could absolutely be better. Like, Dark Souls lock-on is bad, but like this one is actually worse somehow. Which is like, you learn something new every day, but like, man, that is... How is that possible? That really, just because of what it targeted or what it... Ah, come on, man. That really just... The rage is just not there, huh? Maybe it's a setting. Maybe I need a different setting. Maybe it's auto switch target. See if this actually helps us at all here.
That's one parade I don't want to join.
You know, I've heard you mention that before. I guess if we've got everything done on this class now, well, it looks like we got one more, but once we get that done, we can start switching to the other ones. Oh, come on. We gotta kill him before I can even get to him. There we go. Now these are done, in which case we should be able to go ahead and change. Now we can be a caster. Sunset how? This is a +1? And now, what do we have access to? We need Blazing Roar done. Reckless Abandon. I don't have Lewis, so I can't do that one. But that we can just... We're free to put on another one. Weapon drain rating up, sure. That's kind of annoying that you have to reset these every time you switch a blood code, but that's max stamina increase, absolutely. Reduce the effect of dark gifts while you focus, reduce stamina consumption while we're guarding, reduce stamina spending while you focus. Hey. Unfortunate that I ended up losing max HP because it ended up taking that off my build at the time. Well, that was not the way we wanted to go about that. I'm surprised we didn't trigger everybody when we did that. Not enough range. Wow, if you miss that draining attack, you're really open to getting wrecked.
You have to use every tool you have, right?
You miss that drain attack and you're just asking for it. Yeah, they came off this side of the cliff last time. Alright, well, she just sent them into the Shadow Realm. Does this weapon ever hit anybody? Man.
You're good.
I think that dude actually parried me. Who said you get parried me? We already checked this way before, have we not? Yeah, our footsteps end up being around here. I can't even get to him fast enough before she ends up killing him. I definitely need better Icar stuff if I'm gonna be a caster. I just run out so fast, even with like 30 plus.
You have to use every tool you have, right?
I know there was this guy roaming around here. Man, these guys, when you're not in frame, are so choppy on like the animations.
We can use them.
Do I want to use these just yet? Well, it looks like we got blood code up here. Or no, that's purifying. We do have a map now. There's so many areas I need to explore. That's our mistle that we would have gotten from earlier originally. I don't want to reset yet though, because then I'll end up putting everybody back that we had just killed off. So not looking to do that.
There's missile up above us, right?
Yes, there is. We had already got it. So that's where they originally were seeming like they wanted us to go, but we don't necessarily have to go that way just yet. We'll go back to where we were before, where we ended up losing our haze or whatnot, and see if we can work our way down from there. Although I don't know if it's actually going to be possible for us or not. We should probably get to the end of this area. They've got that item over there.
To thraldom, even as the lost.
Probably go ahead and heal up here. Get some like Icar. I gained nothing from those dash attacks and fruit. Like I just gained nothing. Part C, but now I need part B, which is probably that over there, I would think. Or it might be in the tunnel, because we got part A and we got part C. So if we're gonna assume that there's 3 parts, then there would be part B, in which case it would have to be earlier than when we actually found that one. In which case maybe they expected us to go through the tunnel first, in which case that would be part B.
I'm on my way.
Oh, we got a big boy roaming around here. Some doggos.
Lost. How awful.
This weapon, like, trying to use it as melee feels awful. Like, it's just, its hitbox feels off.
We'll put that to good use.
That is, like, next to nothing for how much ichor I put into it. Alright, let her baby rage go out so that way we can go in without their stagger being as high as it is.
Be careful you don't heal too much.
I think I'll be okay. We hardly heal for it. Just wait for him to miss and then get in there. Take out this guy before the rest of his friends come around.
All cleaned up.
Alright, well, we gotta get down there somehow.
Watch your step here.
Hey, you're telling me. I mean, this seems like the one that you would go down in order to be able to get over there, but looks like we can actually go this way instead.
I'll be right there.
In which case, maybe I would have had to go the other way to get that item instead of trying to force it this way. Yeah, that seems to be the case. Okay, so we would have to go.
Pay
We'd have to
attention
come
to the terrain.
back here later in order to be able to get that. Yeah, okay, so it's definitely two separate paths. I can't go back into the other one. Make sure we don't fall off the edge like last time. Would rather not have to do that again if at all possible. Okay, there's actually a lot more room on that than meets the eye. We take those. I'm hoping I didn't miss anything else that I could have got earlier from going this path, but I don't think we did. I think we did a decent job of grabbing it. Device is still not working. Is it because I never gotten it yet? That's probably more so the reason than anything. Good job, Mia. You know, like, when we go in the elevator, I was thinking we would both go together, but alright, if that's how you want to do this. So now we could actually go down the other way in order to get it, I think. Assuming it's actually putting us in the same position.
Elevators really are marvels, aren't they?
They really are. It helps quite a bit for backtracking. But very nice. Okay, so we originally hit that one right there, in which case I need to hit, like, this one, like, right here. Hopefully fall damage isn't too bad in this game. He did say there was fall damage. My legs. My legs. So we might end up dying to fall damage based on that. Wow.
Obliged.
All for whatever this item's gonna be. I can only hope that's worthwhile.
Put that to good use.
Can I make that? I don't know if I make. I don't know if I make that. I can fall down this way from the looks of it. Probably. Ripped my legs yet again. Ow. I missed the item over. Ow. And now we fall down to that one, and then seems to be the thing. Okay, let's push me off the way it did there. Thankfully, apparently Mia has like infinite healing to her. Otherwise, we would have died like so many times over there. Ah, man, that's the way it's got to be. I don't really want to do that all over again for one item, but I'm not sure if we'll even be able to, because they just threw up a fog wall behind us. Oh, is it not going to do that? Device isn't working because that's in the area. Fair enough.
You can't go ahead on your own.
I feel like I need another light source on my character. Not that it's like extremely dark in here or anything, but just to have it would be nice. That should be a missile right in front of us, in which case we should be alright, because we should be able to heal, unless it's going to force us into a fight immediately, in which case, yeah.
Just cut straight through the mist. It'll take a bit more than that to keep us from getting lost.
Let's take a break here.
He's got the right idea.
Oh, this? It's called onigiri. It's a kind of food that's easy to carry around. Not that there's any point in eating food for a revenant. Although we may thirst for blood, we never grow hungry. Still, I think that makes eating all the more meaningful for us. We fight. We drink blood. We revive. We fight some more. Our lives are pretty much one endless loop. But every time you go around, you almost forget that we were all human once. If I completely lost the memory of my human past, I wouldn't be me anymore. I would just be something in the shape of me. I'd look like a revenant, but on the inside I'd be no different than the lost. What's the point of living like that? I served in the army. Back before I became a revenant. We always used to eat these things when we were out on missions.
Can I have one?
I guess. It helps me remember.
Never had a
It was a miserable
onigiri.
time.
Maybe one day.
But I made some good friends that I shouldn't let myself forget. This stuff doesn't really taste that great. But eating it always reminds me of those friends. So, I guess you could say it helps me stay me. It's been an important companion in my life.
Okay, all set. Come on, let's get going. There's a blood spring up ahead. Be careful not to lose your bearings, all right? If we get split up in this mist, we may never be able to find each other again.
Definitely healing.
We can finally relax.
Hey, you're telling me. Just get all the gifts. Why not? You got 11 gifts. Man's got gifts. I would not mind getting access to her lightning. Now, lightning seems to be pretty good. It does piercing and lightning damage. Give me that. That would probably help with me being a caster, huh? Just like actually having access to real magic. That was expensive, but it's probably worthwhile if it's that expensive. So we've got every gift besides Prometheus and Hunter here. Everybody else, we got something. I think that's probably an alright area to go ahead and do for today. A bit of a shorter stream than what we normally do, but I've got to I got to show the house tomorrow, so I got to make sure I got stuff ready for that. So we're probably going to go ahead and call it here for the day. That being said, as per usual, got to end the stream with some sellout, because come on now, you got it. All right, so there's my Twitter right there. If you guys don't know already, I've got a Twitter. Go ahead and follow that if you haven't already. It's generally where you're going to get most of the news outside of, like, you know, our actual streams right at the end here. So if you want to make sure that you're up to date on everything, definitely go ahead and follow my Twitter over there. Otherwise, definitely make sure at least you catch the end of the stream, so that way you guys get an idea of what we're doing for the next time that we do end up streaming. Underneath that is my YouTube channel. Definitely go ahead and check that out. We've got everything basically up to date of what we have, besides maybe like the last few streams we got up there. So the entire Elden Ring playthrough should be up there now. Everything should be up there. You can watch the entire thing from beginning to end and have it all there now. So if you're liking the Code Vein, if you like Dark Souls, if you like Bloodborne, stuff like that, definitely go ahead and check that out. We've also got Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, and Bloodborne with all the DLC, with all the bosses beat. So if you like the Souls-like games, definitely go ahead and check that out. On top of that, we've got, if you like some of the more lighter stuff, we got Pokemon, we got Shining Pearl, as well as Legends of Arceus. And if you're a Resident Evil fan, you know, because they were talking about parasites in this game, there you go. We got Resident Evil 0 through 8, as well as Code Veronica and Revelations 1, 2. Basically anything Resident Evil, we got in there. So if you like any of that, we've also got other games on there as well. Definitely go ahead and check that out. Underneath that is my Discord. Go ahead and join that if you want to. It's just another way that you guys can keep up with me, and the news that I'm putting out there, I'll put out on Twitter as we start to get more and more people joining the Discord. That way everybody in Discord will also be kept up to date along with all the Twitter stuff that ends up going on. So if you guys have Discord, if you guys just want to chill, hang out, whatever, definitely somewhere to hang out. If you guys got, if you don't want to use like Twitter or something for news, then by all means go ahead and join Discord. It's just another way to grow, be able to stay connected, and all that good stuff. So definitely go ahead and check that out if you would. All of it being free, of course, so you don't have to worry about that as well. If anything, let's get these follows up on Twitch, man. We're getting, we're like 4 months away from like a year on streaming so far. We got 9 followers. What is going on? It might sound a time, but like, come on now. Wait, we're almost at a year and we got 9 followers. Something don't seem right. Especially when we've got almost 600 hours of content on the YouTube channel, which mostly comes from the stream. Not that we haven't done stuff off stream. But when like most of that 600 hours comes from stream and we only got 9 followers, something don't quite seem right. It's not even a commitment. You literally just got to press the button once and then you never have to press it again. It's just that easy. But yeah, if any of them, go ahead and follow me on Twitch. I mean, ideally follow me on Twitch, follow me, like, comment, subscribe on YouTube, join the Discord, follow me on Twitter, all that good stuff. That's a bunch. If anything, you guys are already here on Twitch, just press the follow button. It takes like 2 seconds, never have to press it again, and then you'll have notifications from Twitch when I go live, so that way you guys, if you don't want to do Twitter, if you don't want to do Discord, you don't want to stay until the end of the thing, at least Twitter or Twitch will tell you when I'm going live, so that way you guys will know. There's like 3-4 different ways where you guys will know what's up. So if I end up streaming and it goes through all that and you still don't know when we're streaming, I don't know what to tell you. Anyways, appreciate everybody for coming out today. We'll see about streaming tomorrow. I want to. I'm not exactly sure, since I'm going to end up having to show the house and stuff. I'm not sure exactly when that will be, when that will be. I want to say we'll be able to do something tomorrow, but I can't necessarily guarantee the time on it because of that. So definitely make sure to look out on Twitter. for confirmation on whether we're going to do stream tomorrow. It'll probably be Sport Code Vein. I would say it's starting off a little bit slow, but that's mostly because it's the first stream. We went through the tutorial and whatnot.
Take a rest if you're tired.
A lot of the controls and whatnot are different, so I'm still getting used to those. Once we refine that a little bit more, we should be able to progress a bit
I might have to
quicker.
Keep you around.
So with that, I want to say we'll be able to stream sometime tomorrow. When exactly, I don't have an exact time at the moment. I'll try and send out a tweet maybe like an hour beforehand to be like, we'll be streaming within the next hour or something like that. And then send another one, you know, as the stream goes up. That way everybody knows that we're streaming. And, yeah, so it'll probably end up being some more Code Vein. We'll probably do an entire playthrough of Code Vein. Whether or not we'll do it all, you know, like, consecutively, we'll see how that goes. Anyways, you guys have a good day, night, afternoon, whatever time it is for you guys. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. If not, maybe the day after. I know, it kind of just depends. Sometimes they're like, oh yeah, we want to see the house. And then they don't even show up. It's like, bruh, you serious? I made time for this and then you're not even going to show up when you said you were going to show up? That part's annoying, but I mean, what are you going to do, right? Alright, you guys have a good one, and we'll see you.